Perfect. Perfect. Perfect.
Hey, what's up, y'all? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing for weekly automotive mechanical content for the average shade tree mechanic. In this video, I want to show you something that a lot of owners forget to do relatively, and it's not something that you could really do, you know, like once every week, once every 2 weeks. This is just periodically, maybe like 4 times a year, 3 times a year, depending on how much you drive your truck. Another factor is how often you drive in 4x4. All right, and so in this video, I just wanted to show you and also remind y'all, because everyone could do this job. All you need is a 3/8 drive ratchet. You get underneath your truck and you check your differential. All right, and what you're checking for your differential is the actual magnet that pulls a bunch of just shavings and some gunk that builds up over time. All right, and so your rear differential is going to have more gunk than the front differential, because most of the time, for the majority of everyone out there, they don't use their 4x4 as often as you don't. When you're in 4 high or 4 low, now you have your front differential also turning and chirping from the power from the motor. All right, so I do not, I'll be honest, it's one of those things, it's kind of like a cabin air filter. You kind of forget about it every once in a while, and you're like, oh shit, I forgot. And then that's probably the reason why it's probably not blowing as cold, maybe smells funky, and then you check your cabin air filter and it's all just dirty. All right, then you end up replacing it. So here's another thing that everyone usually forgets about. And you know, just for peace of mind, you want to get under there, clean it, make sure it's good to go for, you know, more thousands and thousands of miles. So let's go ahead and get underneath the truck and pull out the magnets to see how they look like. Alright guys, so here's the front, here's the rear. As you can see, the rear kind of slipped out, fell on my hand, so here's a bunch of gunk that came off of that magnet. But let's go ahead and check these two out specifically. Alright guys, so one thing I do want to mention is that I do make it a chore to put my truck in 4x4, or at least 4 high, for at least 10 miles each month, just to get the gears chirping, get the fluid moving around so it's not as stagnant, or you know, it's just not hanging around, causing some whatever, you know. So I just want to keep it active. So as you can see, the front barely has some metal or some shavings that the magnet has picked up. I'm not sure if it's going to focus, because as you can see, it's like a brown dot. There's nothing in the middle, but right on the outer edge, there's some shavings. All right, and that's what it's picking up. Now here's the rear. Now the rear is going to continue to get beat up quite a bit, because as you drive, your rear differential is constantly busy unless you are at an idle. All right, and so that's quite a bit. And I'll go ahead and take this light off and kind of move it around with my finger, and you can see the gunk just get pulled off. All right, now I don't remember the last time I've cleaned these off, but it's been at least 5,000 miles, I believe. And if you've never done this, yours is going to look a whole lot worse. Okay, so I've made it a chore to clean these up every once in a while. I don't note it every time I clean it, but it's one of those things that I just always keep in the back of my head that I need to check out. So yeah, I do recommend you put your truck into 4 high, at least for about 10 miles each month. Keep those gears and the fluid chirping up in the front. And then for the rear, just make sure you are constantly checking this magnet, because the magnet's doing the Lord's work while we drive our truck every day. All right, it's just one thing to that you can use for preventive maintenance, keeping all this gunk, or possibly even some gear shavings out of the action of, when the differentials are turning, the ring and pinion. Alright guys, so I just wanted to give you a reminder to check your differential magnet, see if it's actually been doing what it's supposed to be doing, and if it has been, it's probably going to be pretty busy, pretty gunked up. Alright, especially if you're doing a lot of towing, if you do a lot of off-roading, your magnets are going to be picking up a bunch of stuff that you would like to clean out every once in a while. Alright, let me know if y'all also do this, or any other things that a lot of other diesel owners, truck owners for that fact, forget to do every once in a while. Leave me any questions or comments down in the description below. But until next time, ciao.